segment is sponsored by BioTrue. Great for the environment, great for your eyes.
That's some good tea. Oh, hi there. And welcome back to another episode of Save Our Planet. I am your host, Greenhouse Chaz. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, then you'll know right where we're at. This week we're talking about global warming, greenhouse gases, and the influential people involved. Our first person of the week is John Tyndall. A very accomplished man, a mountaineer, a romantic, a great husband, but an insomnia struggler. The scene you're about to watch took place in John's house in an Irish community in 1893. So grab a cup of tea, sit back and relax, and enjoy this episode.
Having trouble sleeping again?
Yeah.
What's troubling you this time, honey?
I really don't want to talk about it.
Is it because we don't have kids?
No, honey, that's not it.
Are you thinking about the time that you got fired as a government surveyor because you led an embarrassing campaign to reveal corruption at its highest level?
God, no! Could you just stop bringing that up?
Are you upset because we got married so late and I lost all my beauty?
No, that's definitely not it.
Well, what is it?
Well, if you must know, it's something I've been thinking about quite a long time, even long before we met. I started to think about how certain gases in air can absorb radiant heat.
Yes, but you know I never really understood it then. Could you explain it to me?
Sure I can. It was the summer of 1859.
Why don't I get you a cup of tea and some medicine to help you sleep better? Then we can talk about this more. One, two, is it one or two? Three. 2, 4. Oh well. Some of my special tea for John.
That's good.
Anything for you, honey.
Well, it was the summer of 1859, and I was a boy. And we had a local water hole that we liked to swim in. And I noticed how that water hole got very hot. And it started me thinking, well, maybe it has something to do with the properties of water. And so when I began to study the properties of certain gases in our atmosphere, I noticed that the main constituents of our atmosphere, nitrogen and oxygen, tend to be completely transparent to radiant heat, or the ultra-red undulations of light. And then I noticed, though, water vapor, as well as CO2 and ozone, were highly absorbent, and they tended to trap the heat.
So how does that heat actually reach us?
Well, what happens is all the light from the sun, including the visible light, and also the ultra-red undulations of light, or radiant heat, all hit the Earth. But the visible light can easily bounce, reflect, and leave the Earth. And that's how we are actually able to see around us. But the ultra-red undulations of light, or the radiant heat, bounce off the Earth and then also are reabsorbed by the gases in the atmosphere, and thereby trapping that heat next to the Earth, creating something of a blanket, or like a greenhouse.
So are you saying that some of the gases around us actually absorb heat?
Yes, that's true. And actually water vapor is the strongest of those absorbers, and that's the principal component that keeps the Earth from leaking away its radiant heat. Damn, that's good tea.
Wow, that's amazing. It's no wonder you got your PhD in just 2 years in Germany.
Yep, without water vapor, the Earth would be held fast in the iron grip of frost.
Well, I think that's enough tea for one night. You ready to go to bed?
Sure, honey. That tea really hit me. I feel like I could sleep forever.
John never made it back to his room that night. Turns out, Louisa accidentally poisoned him, giving him too much medication. John Tyndall was a remarkable man. Not only did he discover greenhouse gases, he also is known for explaining why the sky is blue, inventing the fireman's respirator, and defending the new theory of evolution, among several other things. So the next time you have unseasonably warm weather in the winter, or your wife hands you a cup of tea, remember John Tyndall and his remarkable contributions. Stay tuned for an all-day marathon of polar bears and their disappearing habitat. I'm your host, Greenhouse Chaz.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance.
Are you upset because we got married so late and I lost all my beauty?
God, no! Could you just stop bringing that up?
Stay tuned for an all-day marathon of polar bears and their disappearing habitat.